Hello everyone, welcome to episode 59 of the podcast, and I remain your host Tomobi. For today's episode, we are going to continue with our discussions on the report released by the Pan-African Federation of Accountants and the ACCA in respect of AfCFTA. The report is titled Journey to AU 2063, Professional Accountants Empowering the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. I started that about 2 weeks ago, and we have looked at some of the areas highlighted in the report. For today's episode, we are also going to examine another area highlighted in the report. So let's go right into it. Okay, for today, we are going to look at 7 core global priorities for the accountancy profession that has been highlighted in the report. The report has noted priorities for the profession and steps to take. Let me mention the 7 priorities, then we can look at them in detail. The first one is economy, that's building resilient economies. Number 2, developing the talent of tomorrow. Number 3, driving sustainable business. And 4, advancing standards and regulation. Number 5 is for the public sector, transforming the public sector. Number 6 is for small business, that's supporting entrepreneurial growth. And finally, number 7, trust, strengthening ethics and trust. So in looking at the priorities in detail, so this is what the report has done, that highlighted the 7 core global priorities for the profession. It has also evaluated the capacity of the profession to achieve the key priorities and also explored critical steps for the profession in Africa. And that is key questions. So let's look at supporting entrepreneurial growth and building resilient economies. Under capacity evaluation, it is noted that the need for capacity building. There are shortages of skills to support business, and economic growth is a major challenge for the profession in Africa. So there are shortages of skills to support businesses, so you need to build up skills to support business, and economic growth is also noted as a major challenge for the profession in Africa. So in looking at critical steps, the key questions are: what is the role of the profession in driving business and economic growth through trade in Africa? The next one, that's driving sustainable business. In respect of capacity, so the profession needs to look at influencing socio-economic development, and it is noted in the report that the profession in Africa needs to develop environmental, social, and governance ESG acumen. So if you are not aware of ESG, if you don't know what that is, you need to research on that. So the profession in Africa needs to develop ESG acumen to contribute to building ethical and sustainable economies. And the key questions you need to look at concerning driving sustainable businesses: what are the barriers to intracontinental trade in Africa, and how can the AfCFTA be leveraged to achieve sustainable economic development? So these are some of the things you need to start noting or look at in how you can work within the AfCFTA ecosystem. So I'll move to the others. So for strengthening ethics and trust, advancing standards and regulation, and transforming the public sector. In building capacity, you're looking at partnerships. There's a need for strategic alliances, particularly between higher education institutions and PAOs, that's professional accountancy organizations. So there's a need for strategic alliances between higher educational institutions and PAOs, and also to support regulatory functions and professionalize the public sector. The key questions to ask is: who are the key players in leveraging the AfCFTA, and what is the role of the profession in enabling them? And the final one we are looking at today is developing the talent of tomorrow. For talent, in respect of capacity building, you're looking at the future readiness of the profession. The profession must act to improve the future readiness, especially in areas of technology and ESG. So ESG, you need to go and conduct your research read up on, study about economic, social, and governance. That's ESG. So for key questions, what actions must the profession take to ensure future readiness for intracontinental trade in Africa? Okay, so that's it for today's episode. And as usual, the podcast is for educational purposes only. If you would like to speak more on it or you need expert advice, please reach out to me on any trade expert around you. And until next week, I say to you, bye-bye.